So Dennis, thanks very much for giving us the interview. And as you know, we're doing the film about St. John's Park and the Sacred Heart Parish, and I suppose trying to look back at the early days when it started off first and all that kind of stuff.
I'm here since 61.
Okay.
And
where did you come from?
Well, we were staying in Morrison's Road, in the wife's mother's place, for a while, and then we got the house above in John's Park, in a place called Cherry Blossom Avenue. Now I don't know if it's called Cherry Blossom Avenue still, but why they call it Cherry Blossom Avenue was there was a row of cherry blossom trees down the road and on either side, which they disappeared very fast one after another.
Go away.
They were pulled over and broke and things like that.
Oh no.
And they were beautiful when they were out, right? Absolutely beautiful.
And were you delighted to get out into St. John's Park at the time?
Oh yes, yeah. Yes, it's absolutely a lovely place here.
Yeah. I suppose like you got your own independence then, away from
Oh yes, yes.
the mother-in-law.
Oh yeah. I know, she was the best in the world.
Okay. And your own family, were they from Waterford?
My father originally come from Cork.
Okay.
My mother was born in Featherton, Tipperary.
All right.
Yeah.
And how did they meet?
Oh God, no, I never asked them.
Okay. And they moved to Waterford. Why did they move to Waterford?
My father and them, they were down here in Waterford I say around 1922 or 23. He was only a young man when he came down. And we had a taxi, my father had a taxi business.
And what was his name, your father?
Patrick Mullane.
Patrick Mullane.
Patrick, yeah.
And what was your mother's name?
May Allen Roberts was actually her name. May Allen Roberts.
All right. And and so they settled down in Waterford. And did they like Waterford?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And how many are in your family then?
I have 2 brothers, 1 sister.
Okay. Which was probably quite a small family in those days, wasn't it?
Oh, it is a small family, yeah. Well, there were very big families in Waterford one time. Very big altogether.
And then where did you go to school then when you were small?
I went to school in Mount Sain.
All right. In Barrack Street?
In Barrack Street, yeah.
Okay. And what did you think of school?
I never liked it. I'd rather be out doing something with my hands.
Okay. And did they do, when you were in school at that time, did they do anything with your hands? Like, was there any carpentry or anything like that?
Well, I left Mount Sain and I went to the technical school on the Mall. Technical school. And, well, up there we done mechanics and things like that, which I was more interested in than anything else. And
then where'd you go? Where was your first job?
My first job was Miles Kearney on the quay.
Oh, yeah.
Serving my time as a painter.
Okay.
And it was a 48-hour a week then, and I had 5 shillings a week.
And do you remember going in for your first day and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, yeah.
What was that like?
Oh, it was grand. Yeah.
Were you nervous?
Oh, well, I was, yeah. I would be nervous, yeah. Because I went into the shop on the quay and I was standing there waiting for him to come along. And I say, every time the door opened, I was looking to see, was this? I didn't know who I was going to, what I was doing.
And then did you serve your time there, or how did that work?
No, I was only there for a little over, I'd say about 6 months. 6 months.
And what happened then?
I got out of there and I went to, I have to think now for a minute because it's such a while back. I went to England.
Oh.
An uncle of mine came home from England on a holiday and I went back with him. And that was 1946, 1 year after the war.
And what did you do in England?
I was working in a place called English Steel Corporation, big steel works.
And did you like that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'd say it was very dirty work, wasn't it?
Oh, it was dirty work, yeah, very dirty work, yeah. You go in clean, but you go out black. Which is a name you can't mention today, black.
And was there good money over there?
Me?
in England? Was it well paid at the time?
I had 21 shillings a week, a guinea.
Which wasn't great.
No.
But I suppose
Well, I was certain my time there.
Yeah.
Certain my time there. I was only over there for about a year and a half. And I came home. And I got a job then in the foundry in Waterford. In the foundry. And I was only there a while when I got a job. I worked for a company called Tire Souls, remolds and tires. And from there then I was sent up the country. I was there 7.5 years. During that time I was sent up to, they were opening up depots, like you have over on the Ring Road and places like that. Advanced Tire and all them, they were all new companies. More miles and all them. They all came along then. Then, when I see where I went to, had hard to think. More miles. Oh yeah, and I was there for, I was in Tire Souls for close on 6.5 years. So, the money was bad here and everything was bad here. Money was bad. So, I packed up and I went to England. And I was in England for 3.5 years. And then we came home. We came home back to Ireland then. And I got my job back in Tire Souls again, which had broken out into a new company. It was called Monofoam. They were making seats, making the foam for seats in cars. And
around this time then, was this when you were living in St. John's Park?
No, I wasn't in John's Park then.
Okay.
Well, I was married in England, so sorry. I got married in England and my daughter was born over there.
Okay.
Daughter was born there, my daughter was across the road.
And how did you meet your wife?
Peggy. I knew her since she was about 12 years of age. She used to come to a neighbour, Risa Tobin, next door. Then I saw Risa there one day and I said, so, that girl you're seeing, Peggy is on her name. Yeah, that's right, she said. I want to have a date with her, so I'll bring her to the pictures. So...
do you remember the first date?
Oh yeah, I sure do, yeah. I was going over Ballybrickin and who was she walking across with? Only my mother. They were going to the Novena bit over in the cathedral. So I went into Savoy to the pictures. Then I was looking at my watch and I said, she should be coming out now. So I went outside and here she was coming up the road. So I started talking to her. That was my first date.
And did you walk her home then or something?
Oh, I did, yeah. Yeah.
And did you like each other straight away?
Oh, yeah. Actually, we knew one another the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
I was only 12 months older than Peggy.
And then, did she decide to come over to England to you then, or how did that work?
No. We went back to, well, I was over in England. I was also coming home back. And I met her then. And then we went back to England then in 57. We went over to England in 57. And we were married over there. And that's it.
What part of England was it?
Oh, Sheffield. No, sorry. Sheffield I was in first. London.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you like it over in London?
I liked it, but Peggy didn't like it. She hated it over there.
Okay. She was a home bird.
Oh, she was a home bird, yeah.
And what part was Peggy from? What originally?
Oh, she was from Morrison's Road, yeah.
Okay. And what was her maiden name, Peggy's name?
Kerwin.
Kerwin, okay.
Yeah.
And so, did you say one of your children were born in England?
My daughter was born over. Peggy brought her home when she was about, oh God, I say 3 or 4 months old. That was it.
So you came back then?
Oh, we came back then, yeah.
And you stayed back then?
Stayed back then.
And then, You said then you got the house out in St. John's Park then around, was it
61.
1961? And what was John's Park like at that stage?
So it's kind of, well, the house I got now wasn't a new house starting off, somebody else had been in it. I got it. And it was this, a 2-bedroom house, was too small. So then, well, my son David was born. You met David, you knew David. You met David. He was born in John's Park, yeah. But she was born in Arkeen, but we were living above him to the house, 299. Then the lads, we were there we were up there a few years when we had the church try to come, so I went up and they gave me a bigger house.
And like, what was there much? I mean, there was a lot of people around your own age, I suppose, at that stage.
But that's it. The whole street was all people that had just starting off in life. They were all up there.
And was it a good community?
Oh, beautiful community. Yeah. I wouldn't live here. If I wanted to sweep tomorrow, I wouldn't move out of here.
And what is it that you like about here?
I don't know, the atmosphere. It's a beautiful place to live in.
Like what? I mean, is there a good crack or is it how?
No, sure, there was everything. As we're getting on, you have a pub up the road and you have a pub down here. You have the chapel down the road, the bus stop lands outside the door. Go around the corner, you have the girls' school. Just walk up here and you have the boys' school.
So everything is there.
We have everything. Everything was there. You don't have to go any place.
And then, what were you involved in anything out here, like any of the clubs or any of that, or the associations, or any
No.
sports clubs or anything like that?
No. I used to do my own thing.
Okay. And what was your own thing? What would you like to do?
Well, I like going to what it was, sports, any sorts of motorcar sports and things like that.
All right.
Bicycle racing, above in 14 and races like that.
And there used to be cycle races in John's Park, wasn't there?
Oh, around the street.
Around
The street, yeah. Then we had the one was below in the park, the golf
track. Yeah.
golf track was below.
So were you involved in the cycling club?
No, I was never in a cycling club, but I used to do an awful lot of cycling.
And would you cycle like a racing bike or just?
Oh, it's a racing bike I had, yeah. A racing bike, yeah.
So you're into fitness and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, yes, I always kept myself fit.
And how far would you cycle?
Well, I cycled one time from here down to Cork.
Cool.
And I cycled from here to Tipperary, Glenbarlow, a place called Ross's Race. We used to go cycling out after town and all them places. We used to go to more the youth hostel on Orica.
That must be good fun.
Oh, it was good, yeah. Good crack. You wouldn't mind cycling long distance when you're crowd together, chatting and talking.
And like, who would be the crowd to be hanging around with?
The crowd I had hanging around with. Oh, Jesus, I'm forgetting all their names. When I see you. My pal, we went on the continent together. Noel Callan from Barry Street. Catridge's Avenue, actually. Catridge's Avenue. And then we had, oh Jesus, I can't remember all their names now. It's gone out of my head and I have the whole things together.
And you know, Dennis, when you look back on, your parents and all that kind of stuff from way back, well, is there anything that they used to believe in way back then that people nowadays don't believe in? Like everything from, I'm thinking like even things like the fairies and the banshees and all that.
I shot them, yeah.
Were there good stories around those days?
There was some great stories tellers, yeah. I used to go up to Kilmacow and there was an old chap up there. He was into playing the fiddle. And he was a great, in each house there, no lights or candles. And he used to tell the stories. Great old stories.
Would you remember any of them at all?
Oh, Jesus, no, they're gone out of my head.
Okay. And what about even things like the religious beliefs? Because I know way back people used to have favourite saints and all that kind of stuff, and favourite, all these different things like Corpus Christi processions and all those kind of things.
Oh, that was a great procession.
They were huge back then, weren't they?
Yeah, oh, yeah. The great place for doing it was I used to live in Giles Street before that, 107 Giles Street. But when the Conquerors came along, all the side streets, the shores, there were trees were put all along, all the whole way. And every house from Barry Street, when you come up Bunkers Hill, you come up Barry Street, all Barry Street, you have the statue of the Blessed Virgin in it, and every house from in Giles Street was full of statues and stuff.
Mm. And I noticed outside your house you have a...
Oh, I have one there, yeah.
The Sacred Heart, is it?
Yeah, Sacred.
And did you put that there yourself?
No, it's a Sacred Heart now. It's a Sacred Heart.
We'll
I'm not too sure. Yeah,
we'll have a look.
I'm not too sure now at the present moment. But
Did you put that there? You did.
Oh, I put that there. Yeah.
Okay. And so were you involved in the church locally? Or?
No.
Okay.
No.
Right. And then, what kind of changes have you noticed over the years? Like out here, like would you think that has it improved or has it gone downhill or where is it at?
It's improved. House-wise, it improved. I mean, the houses are much better. With all the glass factory. These are all glass factory houses.
Okay.
And on the other side too, all the glass factory houses.
And do you remember the glass factory over in Ballytruffle there?
Oh God, yeah.
And what was it like there at that stage?
That's a small place. Small place. I never knew much about. I didn't know much about it. Once I was inside the door. That's all right.
And what was your memory of?
Well, all I remember was a furnace, and the fellow was with a molten lead or molten glass on the pipe, and he was swirling around when he was blowing into a bowl.
And would you have any interest yourself in going for that work, or was that different? Was that too? Why did you not go for the glass in your day?
No, I lived in Newport Terrace, Newport Lane, I wanted to call it, and I walk out the door down the lane. I got a job in Tyres was there.
So it's just handy.
It was handy for me.
And do you know, like in this area as well, like there was a lot of people were getting work. They got work around the area, like way up in St. Offrans or over in Raytex and places like that.
No, most of the people around here are all Waterford class.
Okay, Waterford.
From the top of that road up here, down to the corner.
Okay.
From the other side, down to the corner, around the corner. Glass factory. Glass factory all the way up. Glass factory all the way up.
And was there any resentment towards the people in the glass factory? Because they got very well paid, didn't they?
Oh, they were well paid, yeah. It's a tough job.
Okay. But there was no kind of sense of like...
No.
They were better than anyone else.
No. Anyone would be delighted to get in there.
It was hard work.
Oh, hard, very hard work.
And what about the crack here locally, like in the pubs? Is there a good crack in the Brady's and the candy store? Which is your local candy store?
Yeah.
Is there a good crack in there?
Oh yeah. Particularly the weekend, good sing song.
Okay. And would everybody have their own song?
Oh yeah, everyone sings, they have their own song, yeah. You have to be, call you out to sing.
And what's your song?
Me? I never sang it.
Never?
No.
How'd you get away with it?
How did I get away with it? I kept straight out of the way. That's all.
So if someone said, Dennis sings a song, you'd say no?
No, I walk out. I was shy.
So you must have entertained them other ways, did you?
No. That's just a great place for a game of cards and things like that. I never played the cards.
Okay.
I might play another game of pool or something like that. Yeah.
And then where did your sons and daughter, where did they all get your jobs and all that kind of stuff?
Jobs? Well, my daughter worked for both in St. Offrans. David worked in... he worked in different places. I can't think of the name now, David. And Kevin is a driver. He's on the continent the whole time.
Yeah.
He's back and forth every week. He's all over Europe.
And do you know the way years ago, like there was a lot of trouble out in St. John's Park, people being giving out with the young people and all that kind of stuff.
Ah, yes.
Was that over exaggerated and all that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The Naked City was there one time. All different names.
Lots of nicknames.
Oh, nicknames, yeah.
But it wasn't true as far as you were concerned. It wasn't much.
Well, I didn't know much about it. I never go around much, you know.
Yeah. And what about things like you had people like we've heard about this fellow Johnny Butler.
Johnny, the chap, he was a great man, Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about him, because.
Johnny. Well, all I know about Johnny, he worked in ACEC. He got me son a job up there anyway, Jerry. I didn't know much about Johnny, but he was a great man. For collecting and raising money. They raise money of any place, anything at all. Yeah.
I mean, was that good for the community?
Oh yes, very good.
And then he was kind of interesting. Johnny Cleary was interesting man, wasn't he?
Oh, he's a very interesting man. He ran the soccer club up there. I don't know which of the soccer clubs he ran. He ran one of them there. There's 3 or 4 of my lads there who played for him. He's very good, Johnny.
Oh. And what other people, like, I mean, there's a lot of other, like, we met Peg Teeby as well. She's very active in the community as well.
Peg is a right way. Very good.
And, go on, is there anyone else in the community that you kind of, like, that you remember doing stuff for the area that was...
No, mostly the neighbours. All the neighbours there, they're very, very handy. If you want something done, just mention it. It'll be done for you. And
did you have any relationship then with all the foreign people that were living over here on the German Road?
Well, yes, I have. I did, I should say. Yeah, Mr. Kretzner, and Kurt Berger. Kurt is still living over there. Well, the road, everyone up the road there were all the Germans. Hoffmans and Kretzner, Joseph Kretzner and places, things like that. Their names now, they're all gone out of my mind, but they were all, it was a lovely good job. They never mixed much with people.
Okay.
You know, they always kept to themselves.
So you just say hello to him? Like?
Oh, yes. Well, I say, if I knew his first name, I'd say, hello, Joe, or whatever his name is. John, or whatever his name is.
But they wouldn't mix much in the community?
They'd be around, they'd be over in the pub. They'd come over to the pub, over to Brady's, and down. They'd be in the pubs there.
And Joe, when you were young, when yourself and when you were kind of, where would you go for socialising? Would you go into town? Would you go into the pictures, or would you go into Olympia or anything like that?
No, we never could. Well, no. We had the car. We used to go off different places. I was working on a job. I used to start early in the morning and we finished at 4 o'clock. Out home straight away, into the car and down to Woodstown. We go down to Woodstown. When I was down there, 1963, I met Jacqueline Kennedy and the little fella, John, Caroline. A neighbour of mine gave me a pup. So I brought the pup down with me one day and they're all mad for the pup. So the day after when I came down, I had been down 3 more pups for the kids to play with them.
And you just bumped into him, like?
Oh, I was sitting on the beach and she came along on a horse.
Correct.
Yeah.
And she was staying in Woodstown House, wasn't she?
She was staying in Woodstown House, yeah.
Okay. So, so the kids were playing with the pups?
Oh, the kids were playing with the pups, yeah.
And but you also were kind of fond of, you liked the seaside, didn't you?
Oh, I love the seaside. Sure, we're for the last, well, Peggy's people come from the seaside. Oh. They're the Carolines in Bunman.
Oh, right.
And we had a mobile home up to last year.
Okay.
So we packed them in last year.
And what did you like about the mobile home, the seaside and all that? What was your...
Oh, it was lovely. Well, when the kids were grand, we were right alongside the sea. Just run up and up the steps, they're out in the sea.
And did you like swimming yourself?
Oh, I used to love it, I was swimming, yeah.
And Peggy?
Peggy never, she didn't want to do much swimming at all.
Okay.
No.
But she liked being out on the coast?
Oh, she loved it, yeah. Well, all our families out there, our aunt, uncles, they were all there.
And were they fishing people or were they...
No, they owned the pub out there. No,
Okay.
one of the pubs.
Famous place for Dillis, couldn't it?
Oh, great place for Dillis, yeah.
So you had to get rid of it last year, the mobile home?
No, we got rid of it this year.
Oh, this year?
This year we got rid of it.
Okay.
They took it away, they brought them off and scrapped them.
And do you know when you were saying earlier on about heading off with the cycling?
Yeah.
Did you go abroad at all with cycling?
No, we hitchhiked across there, myself and my friend, Noel Callan. We hitchhiked over there.
Where'd you go to?
Belgium, Holland, Germany, Luxembourg.
Just went off hitchhiking?
Off hitchhiking, yeah.
What age were you then?
Oh, God, we weren't married. I'd be about 19 or 20.
19 or 20, so you went off hitching. And was that from, did you get a boat? Did you get the boat to England and then England
We got the boat here in Waterford, the Rockabill, the Great Western.
All right.
From Great Western, from there to Fishguard. Then we got a train from Fishguard down to the place.
Dover.
Dover, yeah.
Okay. And then from Dover over to France.
Oh, Dover over to France, yeah.
And then you went off hitchhiking.
We went off hitchhiking then, up through Bruges and Ghent and them places there.
And did you have a plan or did you just head off somewhere?
No plan.
Okay.
Just head off.
Two of you together. And
Yeah.
then did you stay in hostels or something?
Oh, we stayed in hostels, yeah. That's the only thing you could stay in.
Okay. And what was it like, I mean, because that'd be a fair time back now. I mean, I'd say Europe was fairly still battered after the war and all that. Was it at that stage or was it built up back up again?
Oh, no. So it's still all bomb up all around the place.
Okay. So it's still very run down?
Oh, very run down, yeah.
Okay. And were the people friendly?
Lovely people. Lovely people.
And would that be unusual at that time to head off hitchhiking? Was there many people doing that kind of thing?
Oh, there was a good few now that was in the club with me. They were out there before us.
Okay. So it was a way of seeing the world a bit.
Oh, it was a way of seeing a bit of the world, yeah.
That's very adventurous of you.
Hmm.
And how long was it, just for a couple of weeks?
A couple of weeks, that's all, yeah.
Okay. And was your mother worried about you?
I don't think so.
Okay. And what did you think of the food and the wine and all that kind of stuff?
Well, the food was all hostel food.
Okay.
No, it was very good, very good. We stayed, I think we stayed 2 nights in Clubins. Clubins, yeah. We were down as far as Cologne. Cologne was an interesting place. Magnificent church there. Magnificent. And not a bomb hit us during the war, and all around us flattened. Strange as it might seem.
And do you remember the Second World War? What year were you born, Dennis?
Me?
Yeah.
1931.
And would you remember when the war was on?
Yeah.
And was that exciting? I mean, generally you'd be hearing about different things happening and all that kind of stuff, and you were just like 10 or 11, whatever it was.
We'd be listening to the news every night.
Okay.
And they were giving a running how far the troops and them are gone, what has been taken over and what was lost, and everything like that.
And would you be kind of looking at maps yourselves at home?
No, we won't look at any maps. We have no maps to look at.
Okay. And would you be kind of excited about it, or would you be worried about it, or where would you be?
No, we were just somebody were just flying up, you know.
Yeah.
good news and bad news, but we were always looking out for good news.
And in a way, Ireland was neutral at that time.
Yeah.
But would you be kind of, I suppose, thinking about would you be more up for the British?
No, up for no one.
Okay.
Couldn't be up for them. We were sure. The Germans, they bombed Camp Isle.
Yeah.
I don't know, about 11 people killed down there, I think.
Yeah.
Dublin was bombed.
So there was no goodies, no baddies.
No.
Okay.
Some fella once said they shot the pilot that bombed the place here. Hitler had him shot. Why did they shoot him? Because he said, Ireland is 600, England is 600 years trying to get the better of them for this. And you go and bomb us, he said, bomb us.
And was Ireland kind of fairly, I mean, during the emergency and all that, as they called it, was it fairly hard to get food and all that kind of stuff?
Well, food is very scarce. Very scarce. I remember going down Valley Street and I saw there was a shop below there, Powers. They used to sell fruit. The first bananas and oranges I saw. That's the first I saw them. I can't remember them during the war, getting them.
So it was very exciting when you saw them.
Oh, yeah.
The war was over, that's it.
Oh, the war was over, yeah.
Okay. And did you have any family that were connected to the war and everything, like gone over to England or anything like that?
No. My grandmother was English. My mother was born in Tipperary. My grandfather was in the British Army. But when the war was over, the 14 war was over, he came here. He was a groom for Colonel Heather's. Colonel Heather, his wife was one of the Jennies, the own Jenny Seller.
Oh, no.
The Colonel Heather, yeah. And they always kept 5 or 6 horses.
And after the war, I mean, do you know the way, I suppose a lot of those people married into local people and all that kind of stuff eventually.
Yeah.
Like, was your family very pro-British or were they nationalist?
No, my grandfather was IRA.
Okay. Tipperary now?
Tipperary man, yeah.
Okay.
Tipperary man. He fought with Jan Breen in the flying column.
All right. So he was one of that gang?
Oh, that kind, yeah.
Well, they were famous, weren't they?
Oh, they were, yeah.
Dan Breen wrote the book on the guerrilla warfare, didn't he?
Yeah.
And did he ever talk about it, your grandfather?
No, never spoke about it. Never mentioned it.
And did he have medals or anything like that?
That I couldn't tell you. I don't think they were giving medals out to them for being in the IRA.
I suppose they were lucky to live.
Yeah. It's a fact, yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask Dennis or anything?
I don't think it'd be like first impressions or first memories.
Of here? Yeah, is there anything about that, Dennis? You know, when you first moved out here, out to St. John's Park, what was your first impressions? Because we didn't realise until we started doing this film that there was quite a big mix of people out here. Like, they weren't just all from town. There was people from the countryside and different people that moved in here from Wexford. I suppose we didn't realise it was such a mix.
Neither did I.
Yeah. So what was it like at that stage, you with all those people? Getting to know each other and all that kind of stuff?
Well, most of the fellas I knew, I went to school with.
Okay.
A lot of them I went to school with.
Non-sign people?
Yeah, they'd be either a class above me or a class below me or something like that. You know to see them.
And so therefore, did they, was there a clique or did people mix with all sorts of people out here?
Oh, they all mixed. They were all mixed here. Yeah. No, all mixed, yeah.
And then what helped the community to get going? What was the best thing out here to get the community going? Was it like the clubs or fundraising or what was it? How did it
Well, across the road we had a boxing club. And the chapel, chapel was over there. The small wooden chapel was there. We see him on a Sunday at Mass. And there was local fellas around here. When I see you, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the names.
Don't worry about the names, Dennis. Don't worry.
No,
about
I
the
can't
names.
remember. There was a good crowd in the boxing club now.
Okay.
Lots of the young fellas were there, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't even think of the names.
Yeah.
You hear
I mean,
that?
all those kind of things helped
Oh yeah,
get the community going.
yeah. Oh yeah. And the job site was there. We used to meet them there on the job site. We used to go over there, but we never paid. Over here, there's the back wall on the houses there now. There's a big wall there now. But we used to, the galvanised sheets, one screw above the top and pull the sheet back and get in. And the soccer club was playing over there.
Yeah.
We got that and all, you know.
Oh, the soccer was big at that time.
Oh, they were big, yeah. Yeah.